I know many of you women will be able to relate to this, but I spent decades, several years, decades, living in a state of hypervigilance, navigating my way throughout life, raising children, being married, having a husband, right? And knowing that I was in a space and I was part of a family dynamic, but still didn't quite feel like I was part of a family dynamic. And I'm going to tell you why. I was disconnected from my body, disconnected from my spirit. Everything with me was intellectualized. I only understood things from an intellectual level. I could feel emotions, and whenever I did, I didn't want to feel them. I evaded, I escaped, and my solution was to get busier, do more, put more on your plate, more responsibility, because you can do it all. You can do it all. And it worked for me for a while until it didn't. I wore it as a badge of honor. I was proud for people to approach me and say, how do you do all of this in one day? Like, I don't get it. I tell them I sleep for 7 hours and the rest of the hours I'm being productive because that's what I do. I'm a hustler. I'm a dream chaser. But in all honesty, inside, I was suffering. I was burnt out. I was overwhelmed. I was sad. I was lonely. I was depressed. I was anxious. And whenever I would feel those things, I put more on my plate. So I kept running. I loved to the best of my capacity with what I had. But given my trauma history, I never really fully felt what love is supposed to feel like. And I gave it. I think I gave everyone around me more than I was able to give myself because I was disconnected, dissociated. I did several years of therapy. And it was difficult finding and pairing with a therapist who understood the complexities of my trauma history. I was diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety disorder, panic disorder. But even those diagnoses, I was only able to conceive from an intellectual level. I never felt it from the neck down. I didn't feel it in my heart. I didn't feel it in my stomach. I didn't feel it in my spirit. I couldn't, and I didn't know why. And for many years, I thought something was wrong with me. I did. And it wasn't until my children moved away and went to college, began to develop lives of their own, make their own choices, become their own people, right? Exercise their autonomy. My relationship was fragmented. I was spinning out of control. I didn't know what to do. And so I numbed. I drank wine. I ran some more and put more on my plate. Until one day, I found myself in a space of isolation. I was in the dark. It was cold. It was isolated. It was lonely. I was depressed, still anxious. But this time, I could feel everything. Because at that point, I had no one else to caretake. I had no one else's needs to place before my own. I had no distractions. And those decades, several decades of escapism, trauma, anxiety, panic, all of that just hit me. It hit me until one day I realized this is what was missing the entire time. An invitation to feel yourself and not run from it. I heard that voice. And so I stopped running. I started feeling, and it was dark. I tell you, I was dark. I had to feel it all until I collapsed. And I said, I've been running all my life. I can't run from this anymore. I have to face it. And day by day, I started to gain the strength and the courage and started to feel my body step toward myself and nurture myself and care for myself in ways that I had others all my life since I was a child. This is my invitation. If any of you women can relate, this is my invitation to you all to join my Facebook group if any of this resonates. This is a reclamation of identity. I was able to do it. And if I could do it, I know you can too. Join my Facebook group. It's a community of women where we support each other, uplift each other. I'm providing resources, somatic tools to regulate the nervous system and to develop an awareness of sensations and hypervigilance in the body. Meditations, shadow work, and so much more. Extensive resources. Click the link in the bio if you want to be a part of this sisterhood. I hope to see you all over there, and I hope my story helps someone today and give you the strength that you need. You got this.